Welcome back to Tools and Clowns. I'm Chris.
I'm Carlos.
It is about 1:30 or so in the morning now.
Yes.
Friday morning.
Friday morning.
Yeah, we just got back from watching the Star Wars Last Jedi.
Yes. Awesome.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
So we wanted to come and share with you our spoiler-filled review now.
Yes.
We did another non-spoiler one, so if you want to go back and watch that one, if you don't want spoilers, go watch that one.
Yeah, go watch that one. So we'll give you a countdown. So we will warn you, stay away. We're going to give you all kinds of secrets and tips. So if you're up in the morning, tomorrow morning, and you can watch us and know what the movie's about.
So if you're going to leave now.
Yeah. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're staying? Good.
Okay.
So, did we say I'm Chris and you're Carlos?
I think so.
Okay.
It's late, sorry.
Yes, it's really late, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me start. I'm going to start this time because usually he likes to start.
Yeah.
I loved it. Some spoilers were the fact that Luke didn't want to train her. I thought was such a great interaction between the two.
Yeah.
You know, it was a little bit kind of like that Yoda-Luke relationship during the Empire.
Right.
He didn't want to train her. He kept pushing her away. He's like, no, I'm not training you. You're like, even when he grabs, what a great scene was that?
Yeah.
When she hands him life, he looks like goes.
There was
just
some
like toss her right out. There was some. He was funny. I didn't think Luke was that funny, but he was funny.
There was more funny than I expected.
Yes.
Like I expected it to be very serious.
Yep. No.
But there was parts where, like you said, the end of the last one, she hands him the lightsaber. He looks at it and just tosses it over his shoulder like, forget it. I don't want to have anything to do with this.
Yeah.
So,
that was great.
Yeah.
Same thing was with their repart, between Luke and Leia when he goes, he's about to, this really emotional, like, I'm sorry your husband died, died. I'm sorry that, I wasn't able to train your son. She goes, I know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
I changed my hair.
Right.
He's like, it's a good look for you.
Yeah, it's a good look.
Yeah. So, there's a lot of those little moments. Where I really like those little
What'd you think of the
comedic
porg?
moments.
The porg little...
Oh, it's the new Ewok. Put it this way. It was cute. The kids will love it. And it wasn't a major part.
It's going to sell lots of little dolls.
But it wasn't a huge
Favorite
component.
part, though? When Chewie was eating them.
That was
watching
great.
Chewbacca.
And he's like
roasting some, and they were looking at him like, oh.
And there's one with like a quivering.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, screw it.
No. Chewie looked at him like, and he was going to eat it.
In the middle of the movie, he's like, eat it.
Yeah, eat it.
He didn't do it.
They didn't show him eat it.
No,
but he didn't throw it away either.
Didn't mean he didn't eat it. We don't know. Maybe off camera or something. So, yeah.
So tell them what you liked about the story and the twist.
Every time, and this is what we talked about on our quick drive back here to our Ybor City studio here. Every time I thought that they were going to handle a plot problem in a Star Wars-esque way, they didn't. Right? Here's a plan. They're gonna finally, and again, the whole thing was about this chasing. I know you're gonna get into that, but every time we thought how they were gonna handle the problem, they're gonna do it the same old way, right? They're gonna get in there, they're gonna grab something, they're gonna blow it up. Fell flat.
They failed at everything.
It failed miserably.
This movie felt like everything's gonna go wrong.
Yeah.
But there's a light of hope at the end with Luke that may lead into the next movie where everything goes right. But everything they tried to do, they failed.
That was great.
They tried to escape. They couldn't escape. They escape and they catch up with them.
Right.
And they found them.
They're going to stop the gun from blowing through the door.
And they didn't do
Blows
that.
right through the door anyways.
No, nothing went right in this movie. And it still was fun. I like it. Usually
I
don't like those kind of movies.
Right.
But I like
every time they did something. But what's interesting, there's always someone that had another backup plan, right?
There was always another plan, right.
This is going to work. Oh, no, it didn't work. That's okay. It's okay. We can do it this way. Or
And then that doesn't work.
And that didn't work.
We'll skip
that's
and
okay.
we'll go down to
we'll
the
do
planet.
this. Right.
Oh, no, we found you on the planet.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
Yeah.
What's the part you didn't like?
Let's start with the parts I did like. I liked the
'cause you
story.
talked about that.
I liked the action. The story was simple.
Yeah.
It was very simple, and which allowed them to have a lot of detail to go with the story. The story is very simple. Okay, here's the bad guys.
Right.
They found the good guys. They're chasing them down. They're slowly trying to escape, and then they're trying to figure a way to save the day. And there's lots of little details that go to a casino world. They try to get on. They get on the
to get
ship.
a hacker to hack. To get into the ship,
the
to
tracking
disarm
device,
it, the tracking device, yeah.
Which kind of reminded me of when Obi-Wan had to go turn off the...
the tractor beam,
the tractor
right?
beam,
Like,
And so they get down there, they're about to walk up there, and all the bad guys catch them.
In cuffs, there you go.
Yeah. Nothing went right.
Nothing went right.
No.
That was, I like that
I take
part.
it back. What did go right was Rey and Kylo Ren and their interaction with Snoke.
That was good. We were worried about that.
Yeah.
We were worried about that. Would she turn? Would she...
Right.
Yeah.
And we took a little bit different take on it. So in the scene with Snoke, he's torturing her, and she thinks that Kylo Ren's going to join her, and Kylo Ren turns the tables and kills Snoke. Boom, cuts him in half, dead.
But in a very mischievous way, almost
great
like
way.
this.
He suckered him.
He kind of suckered him into a sense of security and kind of went,
Snoke's reading his mind, and he thinks he's going to kill Rey when really he's controlling the lightsaber over next to Snoke. That cuts him in half.
I mean, he pulled a Darth Maul on that one. We were even comparing it to the Darth Maul cut in half.
Now, to me,
over.
I thought that he did it. That Kylo Ren did that to save Rey. Like he was like, "Oh no, I for whatever reason I feel like I need to protect her." Now you had a little bit different take.
I thought the whole time this was his plan is to get rid of Snoke. He had been treated like a lackey. Remember earlier in the movie, he's getting tossed around. He's been treated like this little kid. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. He looks pissed.
Yeah. And Snoke is more powerful than him.
I mean,
Snoke is uber
that was
powerful.
great. Rey calls a lifesaver. Zoom, she gets a lifesaver. She's about to do something. He's like, whatever.
Right.
Throws her around the room and knocks her in the back of the head. Like, child, please.
She's
just
pulling at it.
I got
You
this.
think it's going to her, and it flies around and hits her in the head. And he's like, no, I don't think so.
No.
Yeah. He was really good, but... So now we got to some of my negatives. My negatives was they wasted some of the great bad guy characters. Snoke's in it for like 15 minutes. He hardly is in the first one. He's an excellent bad guy in this one, and they cut him half and he's dead. And he's not anybody special. They don't tell you about any of his background. Nothing. I thought that was a waste. I'm used to my Star Wars being, Luke and Darth Vader are son and dad, and Leia is the brother, and it's all intertwined and connected, and they didn't do that yet.
But you know what's similar is after we had talked about this, I thought about it a little bit more. He had the same kind of effect on the movie as the Emperor did. Emperor, we'd seen the face and in the original series, right? He came up and there's this big room with all these guards. Probably these guards kicked some serious
they
ass.
were good, yeah.
Awesome
and
guards.
Rey and Kylo Ren fight them.
Sweet guards.
Great
scenes. But he had the same kind of impact where he was like the behind the scenes, the mastermind. But yeah, I mean, we saw a little bit of his power, like a trickle, but not really this awe-inspiring kind of bad guy.
I thought about that too. It's funny. You're right. He was exactly like...
He's exactly like the Emperor.
And the Emperor gets fleshed out in the prequels.
Right.
And you see his
power in the prequels.
But prior to that, nothing.
But in Jedi, he's just kind of like, lightning bolt, and that's all he can really do.
I think it was more about the expectations.
Yeah.
We all expected there to be some big storyline behind
Well, he
Snoke.
starts off 50 feet tall, then he's now... I mean, he was still big, though. When he got close, he was still a good-sized guy.
And we talked about things like we thought he was going to be a Force vampire, or we thought he was going to be
like that idea.
the first Jedi. I heard that he was going to be the prime Jedi. None of that seemed to occur at all.
No.
The other one was Captain Phasma.
Yeah.
She's in it, hardly in the first one. She gives up the codes to the shields in the first one. In this one, she's in it briefly. She fights with Finn for a little bit, and then she's gone. I was like, what a waste of...
No, more than a little bit. It was a good battle scene. And to be fair, she didn't really lose. I mean, one spaceship literally cut the other one in half.
And I'm not saying so much that she lost, as they didn't use her enough. She could have been a...
It was
overarching story. Yeah,
2 hours, 30 minutes, though.
She could have been this one and the next movie, and Snoke this one, the next movie.
We said this. She might not be dead.
She might not be.
She might not be dead.
It almost seemed like they were just like, we're going to clear everything out because now Kylo Ren's the new bad guy.
Yeah.
That's the way they seem to do. They said, we have bad guys here, now they're all gone.
How'd you like that little scene where Husky's about to put a bullet or a laser blast into Kylo Ren's head? Remember how he's on the ground, he's a little just out there, he's like, General Hux is like, let me just put it, hey, how you doing? And you're okay, good job.
And then that scene is where I thought, because Kylo Ren wakes up, and I thought at that moment that that he had done this, like I said, to save Rey. But right then and there, it's like, Rey took out Snoke, and I'm now in charge around here. And he chokes out Hux. And
I thought he had a whole plan. My opinion, he had a plan. You had thought he just took advantage of a situation.
Took advantage of the situation, exactly, So that's what some of my disappointments, much like Darth Maul, who was an excellent bad guy. They don't use him enough in the first one. They didn't seem to use enough of the good bad guys.
Cartoons actually, I think, kept him alive.
Yes, they did. They gave him
metallic legs. That was awesome.
Yeah.
All right, my part that I really did not like is Leia's Force abilities.
Yes.
She has never done anything with the Force. In the extended universe, it's more about the fact that we learn, not in the movies, that her abilities is more about communication, is empathy, feeling what people are feeling and being able to talk to them. Her political ability.
Right.
She friggin' summons a force field around her body, summons herself, floats in space, brings herself back after an explosion as she's literally turning into icicles.
They blew a hole in the side of the ship. Everyone gets sucked out, but she wakes up, uses the force, sucks herself back inside.
Sucks her back inside, and she does, she's a little hurt, right?
Now, it reminded me of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, it does.
Right?
It's very similar to that scene where he's icing up and stuff. It's like,
it was like that.
Pour some antifreeze down her throat, and she's good to go.
Yeah.
Force Jedi again. I was really disappointed with that.
The last thing I didn't like, I don't like Kylo Ren as much without the helmet. He loses the helmet early on because Snoke baits him. He does, but he's more menacing with that helmet on. He's more like a Darth Vader.
Well, I like the scar. I'm kind of disappointed he got rid of the metallic. Part, I kind of like the metallic. But it was like a Teflon-coated scar.
And maybe it's because I'm getting older. He seems more little kid-esque.
No.
He doesn't seem...
No. Let's not go, Anakin. He's way better than the previous guy.
He is what Anakin should have been. The storyline, the arc of him turning to the dark side is much better than with Anakin.
I hear you, but you're wrong. Yeah. I like it. I think they finally picked an actor that has a serious dark side.
I'm agreeing with you. Then how am I wrong? I'm saying his is much better than Anakin.
No, he's better, but he's good with his mask off. I don't think he needs
that part. Okay, yeah. No, I thought that...
I don't think he needs a mask.
He doesn't...
It's not even a good designed mask, in my opinion.
He's not scary to me. He doesn't... Like, Snoke was frightening. Bad guy. He seems more whiny kid, but with the helmet on and the voice modulator makes him sound tough.
We're getting long, so I know you guys like the shorter ones, all right? So he's getting...
Yeah, I know.
All right.
I get a little
excited. So, awesome. Otherwise than that...
It was awesome.
2 big thumbs
up.
Go see it. It's awesome.
Action-packed. Story's great.
Yep.
All those disappointments are minor. So
pound that like button. Subscribe.
Smash the like button. Subscribe.
You had to say it anyways.
I did.
I said it.
No, I know. I pretend you didn't say it. I said it. Okay. Make sure you watch our other videos. Leave comments.
And watch for the special guest in the back window back there. Definitely a treat.
Yes, in the last one. If you want to see something interesting. We had a spectator.
Watch the last one.
You'll be interested. So I'm Chris.
I'm Carlos.
More Tools and Clowns.
Later.
We'll see you next time.